Hello and welcome to Touchline TV. So today we're going to go through the most overrated players at each top six club, and we're going to start with an easy one with Arsenal because they've got a lot of overrated players. So does anyone want to kick us off with that?
Aaron Ramsdale as a start, Ben White as well.
Yeah.
Got quite a few. Emil Smith Rowe as well. Gabriel.
Oh the God, the whole team is
The whole
the
team.
whole team.
It's because they
Like,
all
they
rate
just-
their
Yeah,
players up so high, and then it's mad. And then if you
Tomiyasu.
disagree with their opinion, they just everyone. Man.
Yeah. I mean,
what's that guy's name? That goalkeeper, overrated goalkeeper, Ramsdale.
Yeah,
Ramsdale.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
absolute-
if Arsenal players were as good as their fans say they are, they'd be winning everything.
Yeah,
right?
Why would they be in this position?
Yeah. Anyway, so
Ben White as well. Like every could name.
Ramsdale is the most overrated
actually
goalkeeper I've
You
ever
have to
seen.
narrow it down.
Yeah,
Do you remember that save he made against Leicester? And everyone acted like he was the
Yeah,
best goalkeeper.
it wasn't even that good.
No, his positioning was terrible. He was just literally standing on the other post, and then of course it's gonna look good.
I mean, the goal wasn't really, the ball wasn't really in the corner. It was just kind of no, it wasn't great. But yeah, if we're gonna make it put it down to one player, who would you
I'd say
say?
Bukayo Saka personally.
Saka. I forgot about him.
Oh yeah,
I think
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's massively overrated compared to like Ramsdale.
I'll probably put Ramsdale above.
I'd say Ramsdale as well.
Yeah.
Ramsdale. Alright.
Alright,
Chelsea. Be Chelsea.
I think Jorginho.
I
this
reckon
season-
everyone.
I mean, third in the Ballon d'Or. I think it's really what you got to say for that one. You know.
Even but like this season he's not been on it. He's not been on his regular form as good.
Yeah.
He's had a couple good games here and there, but I'd probably agree with that.
I think
Very
Edward Mendy.
as well.
Sorry.
And Jorginho, like most games I watch him, he always makes errors. So in considering he was third in Ballon d'Or as well.
Yeah, I think Edward Mendy could be another shout.
Oh, yeah,
I think he's.
okay,
I'm biased, but I think he's fairly.
I think he's a good goalkeeper, yeah, but I don't think he's like when people say best in the world or
A good goalkeeper is
or
big
best in the
understatement.
league. He's
Big
a good
understatement.
goalkeeper.
Very good goalkeeper.
He's
yeah,
probably
Luis is a good goalkeeper.
he's probably top five
Top three, man.
in the league, I would say.
top
but-
one in the league.
Alright.
Relax for that.
Mason
Who
Mount
else?
as well. Big shout.
Nah,
Oh
man.
yeah.
I'd say he went for a patch.
Mason
but
Mount's
I'd
a
say
big-
now he's fairly rated right now. Right now.
And I remember
When
after
some-
he scored that hat trick against Norwich, and
That
people were
was just
saying
our
lots
fans.
of things.
That was just our
about,
fans. That was just our fans. Like
yeah, but the
Even-
media as
it's
well.
It's a hat
Say-
trick, man. It's a
say
hat
what's it
trick.
called?
It's a
Say-
hat trick.
any of your attackers scored a hat trick, it's Norwich. But say any of your attackers, of course you'd be hyping it up. So
Yeah, everyone.
that's fair. I don't know who else. He's not. I don't know.
No,
I don't know
I
if
think this is
Pulisic-
fine.
I don't know if
Maybe
Pulisic. I don't know if Pulisic is rated, but he's
No.
absolutely terrible. He's genuinely the worst. One of the. He's wearing number 10 as well. I don't know if he's overrated. He's fairly rated.
I would say the same about Hudson-Odoi as well.
Now Hudson-Odoi is not rated.
Nah, he's
not
not
rated.
overrated.
Ben Chilwell might be a shout as well. Before his injury, I think lots of people were saying things. Well, I think that people are saying best left back in the league, which I'm not sure.
Nah, he wasn't best left back.
I think people were saying that before his injury.
I think he was second
People were
best.
saying,
I think Cancelo plays there as well. Actually, third.
But who would you say is the best?
Robertson,
Oh yeah.
Cancelo, and Chilwell. I think that's fair.
Alright, well, if we move on to Spurs, most overrated player. It's actually a difficult one. Like I'm really not sure. I think Højbjerg, to be honest with you. I remember like last season, people were saying, and he was good last season.
Including you.
Yeah, but I don't think he was overrated last season. But this season, people are still saying things about him. He's really underperformed in a lot of games. I don't know what it is.
I don't think he fits like a two in midfield. He runs around
No,
like a headless
definitely not.
chicken.
Yeah, but I think this season he's been quite sloppy with his passing. He's been caught out a little bit in possession. He's made a couple of errors here and there. I think people still think about him as he was last season, so I'd probably give it to him.
Hugo Lloris is as well another shout. I've noticed.
No. Who rates Hugo Lloris? Hugo Lloris, I think, is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League.
Yeah, so
But
this
if
is
you move,
where,
if
this
you,
is where
Alright.
it gets overrated.
Okay,
This is where
okay,
it becomes
okay.
overrated.
But if
Like,
if we move that aside, that's my opinion, and people probably think I'm overrated. But who else actually thinks that?
yeah,
When
but
people no, but when
the
people talk
fact
about
that
best
you're
goalkeeper
saying that,
debate, okay,
yeah,
all right. When people talk about best goalkeeper debates, you hear Edison, Allison, Mendy, Ramsdale.
I
No
can't
one
believe
ever
Ramsdale's
puts
in that debate,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. No one ever puts Lloris in that category. There's no way he's overrated.
Okay, he's underrated.
Underrated.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
he's
And then
underrated.
you,
Fairly. Okay,
you
fine.
say, and then Spurs fans take it to a whole, like, there's no middle ground. Either they
Yeah,
don't rate him,
yeah.
or they think he's the best goalkeeper in the league. There's no
Yeah, no,
medium.
I don't get our fans that don't rate Lloris. He's the best goalkeeper we've had for decades.
How long have you had him for?
I don't know who else you've had. to be
About
honest.
10 years.
I don't know many
Yeah, so
Spurs
that's a decade,
goalkeepers,
isn't it?
to be honest, so. I'm struggling. Who else? Who else, man? Your players just aren't rated. To be fair,
Harry
That's the thing.
Kane.
We're just
Overrated.
players aren't very good,
Yeah, that is.
so it's difficult to overrate them.
I'll probably say this season Harry Kane's quite overrated.
I mean,
Nah, see,
you've chosen a bad
I
time to say this.
actually think Harry Kane's been quite underrated this season. He's not scored that many goals, and not but his actual contribution in the game, even when he doesn't score, I think is
Contribution
very
is not,
good. As in,
not what,
he's if you watch him play week in week out, you can see the best player on the pitch, even
When
if
he-
he doesn't score.
when you put money on that table for a striker, okay, we don't want contributions. We want goals. We want what's it called?
No, but you want to play. You want to play that even if he doesn't score, still
That's
gonna
like
contribute in a game.
that's like saying Lukaku had a
What
good. I don't know.
No, but Lukaku isn't like when he doesn't score, he literally doesn't do anything. He stands around like a lump. Harry Kane, when he doesn't
He
score, still
attracts
does stuff.
defenders to him, which creates space
That's
for his other
The game,
attacking teammates.
the game against Crystal Palace, he had 2 touches in the first half. One of them including
Yeah.
kickoff.
And then did you the goal? Like, this is what I mean. Like, contribution to the game, anything could be. So for the goal, he dragged all the defenders to leave Ziyech at the back post to leave him open to score. Like, everything's a contribution
Yeah.
when you think about it. He just even standing there in the middle. You're dragging defenders away.
But if we just go back, okay. But if we just think
I
about
don't know
Harry
how we
Kane,
got on. Yeah.
But to the point of Kane, he had a bad run of form when Nunes there, but I think it's just because he wanted to leave. He didn't want to be at Tottenham.
I disagree with that. Even when he wasn't I wouldn't call it. I guess he wasn't finding the back of the net, but even when he wasn't, he was still doing. Why? I actually think he's been underrated this season, Harry Kane. This season he's been underrated because people just said he's been
He's not
a this
underrated.
season.
He's not underrated.
This
Harry
season,
Kane's never
he's been
underrated.
We just picked two players, the only 2 players that other people, our rival fans, were rated, and then said that
well,
there's no. I don't like for Spurs. I don't really see anyone as overrated, to be honest, because I said within the fan
no one
base,
rates us.
yeah, within the fan base, maybe they're overrated, but outside the fan base, no one really rates Spurs players like that.
Yeah.
Let's
Who else
move on to United.
United. I mean,
Overrated
there's
players.
a lot of
I
players.
mean, there's a lot of
Yeah.
We just go through the team. Let's start in goal. De Gea.
Okay, let's just start. Yeah.
De Gea.
He made a couple
Overrated.
saves and now everyone thinks he's the
Overrated.
best goalkeeper in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, his distribution's not the best, but in terms of shots stopping, he has been one of the best.
Shot stopping. He's made a few errors this season. I think about that
He
one.
just saved shots straight at him, and then everyone's like, and he just makes them look fancy.
Yeah,
He
camera
saves them with
save,
speed.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. He's made a few mistakes this season as well. I think about that one against City, the one against Villarreal, I think, where he let it under his legs, through his arm or something.
No, it was Atlanta.
Oh,
Atlanta. He conceded.
That might have been one or two more.
For me personally, I might have to say Rafael Varan because he came in from Real Madrid. People thought he was one of the best defenders in the world, but I haven't really seen much impact in that.
you could say that about Ronaldo, can't you? When they were like, oh,
nah, Ronaldo's dragging them by the scruff of the neck. Like, he's the only one. He's carrying them on his back.
but still, you'd expect that more great player.
He's
the only reason we're in the round of 16 for the Champions League as well.
Without Ronaldo, they would no way near the top. They'd be like mid-table. He's carrying them, man.
Yeah, true.
Left back Luke Shaw.
Oh yeah, no, he's
a bit overrated.
He's back to his old self, Luke Shaw.
He had one good season, and now
it wasn't even one good. It was about half a season, not even.
Second half
a season. Yeah, second half of the season.
And then he had to give Euros. And then this season, he's just been absolutely terrible.
Maybe Jadon Sancho as well, because I've seen our fans hype him up. He's had a couple of okay performances.
Oh
But
yeah.
£75 million, you expect more than okay performances.
Yeah.
Rashford.
Nah, he isn't really rated as much now.
No, but when he came back, everyone was like, "Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back in this title race now. That we just lacked Rashford." And I'm like, what did he do when he came?
Ronaldo without the injury, different player.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. But yeah, if we had to pick one player out of all we've given, which is the most overrated.
I'd probably say it's tough, but probably Luke Shaw.
Yeah, I was gonna say Luke Shaw, but then yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, probably Luke Shaw as well.
All right, I agree with that.
City, Manchester City.
City.
I mean,
They
there's
start 100 million man. Grealish.
Jackie.
Probably
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sterling as well, maybe.
Nah,
No, he's not.
I'd say
No, he's-
previously Sterling, but he's
yeah,
been good
but-
this season.
but-
This season he's been very good.
I don't think anyone's talking about the fact he's been awful and it's cost 100 million. I don't really see anyone. I see a lot of people talking about Lukaku
Everyone
and
Sancho.
Sancho, but I
Yeah.
literally don't see anyone talking about Grealish.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's been crap. I think he's been worse than Lukaku and Sancho this season.
What's he done?
I don't think.
In every position that he's played, he's not done anything.
Yeah, when I watch him play, he just kind of runs up the byline a little bit, turns back and passes it to the fullback.
He doesn't
He
really
doesn't.
influence.
I don't know what it is.
I was
What?
going to say Gabriel Jesus might be a shout because he's Man City's main striker.
He's not even rated.
No, I don't think anyone rates him.
He barely even starts games as well. So I don't know what you're talking about. Main striker. They don't play with a striker.
Yeah, but he's their only natural striker they have right now.
Yeah, but overrated. Like just because he's an only natural striker doesn't mean that he's just not played.
I think
Yeah,
He's been playing on the wing this season as well. So
Fernandinho. I've been hearing things like I think Michael Richards might have said best CD in the Premier League
yeah, I heard
seen.
that.
And
It was their
I just
game.
think, yeah. I can't remember what game it was.
Who did they play?
But he says there's something like that. But it might have been Norwich, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, the point is, it's come on, man, that's just massively over. He's a good player, but I think in that sense, he's massively overrated.
It was Norwich.
Yeah.
They rested a couple players and he played CDM. Oh my days. Yeah, we get someone else here. KDB, like this season, he moves his leg and he gets a man of the match. Like it's the name. It's because he's Kevin De Bruyne. But this season, he's not really done anything. But he's still like he's not even like overall performances. He's not really changed the game. Like the only notable thing that I've seen him do this season is against Chelsea, he scored that goal. Apart from that, he doesn't really. I watched most of City's games. He doesn't really do anything during the game.
Yeah. And one final mention I want to give is Edison. And no. He's a good goalkeeper. He's good, and he's good with like the ball at his feet and distribution and all that. But I actually think when it comes to just raw shot stopping, he doesn't wow me. I think he's in that essence is quite average.
Yeah, Lloris
I think he makes a couple of mistakes.
I wouldn't say average, but he's not as good as some of the.
I actually don't think he's that amazing. I think he's got a great defense in front of him. They don't concede many shots. And the fact they've kept lots of clean sheets, I don't think it's down to him really. And I don't remember the last time he made like a world-class save where you think, yeah, that would have been a goal.
The shots they concede are usually like when they do concede shots because they have so much possession and stuff. When he does concede shots, they're usually like open goals. Like they're usually good, very good chances. So
yeah,
that's why I've looked at the shots they've conceded, and they're usually within like the 6 yard and that kind of box. He doesn't really concede but yeah, he does have a tendency, drop a few mistakes here and there. So yeah.
Sometimes I see him rush out a little bit where maybe he shouldn't, and it kind of allows I don't think he's a bad keeper at all. I just think maybe he's a little bit overrated.
Yeah, but overall, I think for Man City, the main overrated one, if you had to narrow it down, has to be Grealish.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. All right.
Or the final one, Liverpool.
Liverpool.
I'd say this might be a bit controversial, but probably Andy Robertson.
No one talks about him, and he's still. He's still one of the best, if not the best, in his position. But no one really
just because of Shimikas coming in.
But like, see about how much everyone talks about Trent.
Yeah,
I'd say Robertson's almost is at that level as well, but no one mentions.
And I think Robertson's more complete as well, forward and defensively. He's good in both aspects of his game.
He's such a good defender. He's such a good defender.
Like,
he's not really
set
rated.
In him.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think Robertson is I think he's underrated.
Yeah. I'd say he's underrated.
I was looking Van Dijk. I don't think he's been the same since his injury, to be honest with you.
He hasn't really had anything to do since.
No, but I think defensively Liverpool have looked a little bit more frail at the back from what I've noticed this season. I think
he just kind of like he did it when Leicester beat them. He kind of just jockeys. He doesn't dive into a challenge to try and get the block. Before the injury, he'd like dive in, stop the problem. Yeah. Also, Pulisic's goal against them. He doesn't make the challenge. He doesn't he's a big physical presence, so he gets blocks and stuff. But like when it's a 1v1, he just like kind of jockeys, and then if he shoots, lets him shoot.
Maybe he's just worrying about his injury or something. I don't know.
Might be such as
probably is. But I still think people regard him as the best centre back in the league, and I don't think he is at this point in time.
Maybe someone like Thiago. I see like him do little flicks here and there.
Yeah.
I think it's just Liverpool fans, to be honest. Like,
what about like Joe Gomez or Joe Matip? Would they be?
I think they're actually decent. I think
they're good. Matip's good. I don't remember the last time I heard someone mention. I forgot Joe Gomez was a player, to be honest with you.
He's so injury-prone. He doesn't really play anymore. Yeah, he doesn't like ever since, and they got Canate as well, so he doesn't really play anymore.
No, yes, I don't think there's much there.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching our video. Please like the video, subscribe, and check our socials down in the